probably wondering how my committed series is going. If you haven't noticed, I haven't uploaded a video in about a month now since I committed to fishing Lake Eufaula publicly. Reasons for that. All right, first of all, Eufaula is in a slump, and I have fished it the last few weeks, or since the last video. The week after I posted the first video, I went back to Eufaula because I was committed, and just absolutely bombed. Nothing to show for, no fish. It was horrible. Let's see, the week after that, I actually had a really good friend of mine that wanted to go fishing before he moved away. So I took him down to a lake where I knew we wouldn't bomb, that I actually know quite well, and we caught some fish. I'll drop a few videos from there. That's actually where we're going today. Week after that, I was out on vacation for my 10th anniversary. Then last week, I was actually at Eufaula fishing a night tournament on Saturday. I went on Friday to the river, which is below Lake Eufaula, the Chattahoochee River, and had one of the worst days on the water that I've ever had. Not as far as numbers, I did catch a few fish, but electronics issues, trolling motor issues, broke trolling motor handle, fell backwards, broke the windshield in my boat in a lightning storm. It was pitiful. And then the next day I actually fished a night tournament on Eufaula, which stars in the daytime. Got some video from it. Caught a 4.5 pounder on a frog, which was pretty cool. Anyway, all that to say, I am still committed to Eufaula this year. We had a couple tough weeks where it was going through a severe postponed slump. The whole lake is in a slump from the pressure that it's had. The fish are not very healthy. They're still there, but they're not very healthy. So we'll get back on that train next week, get back out on Lake Eufaula, and continue to learn that lake. But today, we're headed to my little special place down here in Florida. Boom, buddy. Right up in the mouth. Look at that. Jackson. So we have been rained on. Caught a couple fish. We've been flipping some deep grass, and that's where the couple of big ones I've caught in this lake have been on that outside grass edge, which right now is in 11 to 12 feet of water. So flipping it is kind of tedious. Flipping with a 3/4 ounce tungsten weight. I'm actually flipping a bandito bug right now by Guggen. See the description for a link to that product. Didn't get any big ones, but we did get a couple bites. The rain seemed to have spawned some weird, there was a bunch up shallow. And I know it's like keep an open mind, but I always fish shallow. I always catch one pounders, so I didn't really want to go up there and chase them. I wanted to kind of stick to what I was doing and try to get that one good bite, you know, or multiple. Right now there's a couple more spots I want to go hit and try some stuff. I'm kind of idling out here on the main lake looking for anything I can find offshore. I think finding some juice on this lake will be cool because, first of all, nobody really knows how to fish it correctly, as far as, or not many people knows how to fish it correctly with all the grass, especially the deeper grass. But if you can find some little honey holes out here in the middle to throw some, you know, offshore stuff at them, I think you could have a really, really good summertime deal and possibly find some large fish. We'll ride around and do that. We're gonna pull up in a couple of these other deeper grass beds, flip some more. Let's see what we can find. First offshore fish out here, baby, on this brush pile. Yes! Well, today went experimentally as planned, but not how I thought. gonna play with the glide bait some, but things changed. I was idling across the lake, and I've been wanting to find some offshore juice out here that might get overlooked by the few people that do come here. And one of my goals on all the lakes that I fished this year is simply to find and mark offshore spots every time I go out, and I've yet to do that out here. But I happened to stumble across, when I was idling across the lake, found this big hump out in the middle. I knew the hump was there, but I'd never really dialed in anything out there. Turns out I found a bunch of offshore grass, which is not my forte. I'm a looking at the grass guy. But what I found was some schooling fish out there that relate to that grass and the grass edges on it. They just kind of sit down in it. I've caught schooling fish out here before, but now I'm a few steps closer to dialing that in and knowing how to look for those fish and know where they're setting up. Caught a couple, moved on to something else. Caught a couple flipping this outside grass line like I wanted to do and play with that some more. Nothing big, got a couple bites doing it. So that went well. Then as I was idling, I was about to leave. Oh shoot, there's some daggum four-wheeler tracks under the water. We used to ride four-wheelers out here when it dried up. Anyway, so we were idling. I was idling, just about to go load the boat up, call it a day, and lo and behold, on this brushless, woodless, no offshore content at all lake, there was a tree, little tree on my side imaging. Marked it, turned around, fired a few shots in there with a worm, dug out the old crankbait rod, fired a 6XD in there, and caught another one. So we did not catch a lot of fish today, but that wasn't really my goal. My goal was to learn something new and to mark some new spots. And I think we did both. We learned about some offshore schooling fish and kind of how to pinpoint those around these grass beds. We learned that flipping the outside grass line is productive. And we learned that there's brush piles in this lake. So we're gonna come back at another date and just scan this whole thing and see what all stuff, because there's some cool stuff offshore, man. I found some ditches, I found some contours that I did not know were there. So we're gonna come back and explore some more. Fun day. Be sure to hit subscribe on the channel, hit a like on this video, comment, teach me something you know that I might have overlooked in this, and I will catch you next time.